We welcome you back to another episode of the Frozen Foxes. I'm Nick Passione, joined alongside Pat Cipher, Tommy Berry. It's been such an eventful weekend, and this season is coming to an end. Going back to this weekend, what did you see?
Well, not just this weekend. Since we last checked in on them, this team went 2-2, and one specific player has really stood out. Beyond that, I also think this team might have just played their game of the year so far.
Yeah, you just mentioned a little bit about that one key player, but what I've been liking from the Red Foxes is their step-up of the underclassmen. They've combined for 41 points, which is a 39.4% point share on the team, so it's going to be critical for the team and how those underclassmen step up as they attempt to close out the rest of the season.
The Red Foxes played Central Connecticut State as they took a 4-2 loss, but Tyler Stoneman, his great career continues. He's up to his 90th career point, and Sean Bruno, we cannot stop talking about this guy. He is on a heater right now. He scored a goal in that game.
Yeah, Sean Bruno may be on a heater, but I kind of want to focus on that milestone that Tyler Stoneman hit. 90 points. That's not something a lot of people hit, but with 8 games left, he has 10 points to get there, so the question kind of has to be asked. Is he going to get there? Personally, I think he will. He has 5 multi-point games this season, 27 on his career. So it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the season plays out. It's going to come down to the wire, but I think he'll get it, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Well, he's just been so great for this team, and he was an important player in their next matchup.
It was the Veterans game that you are talking about, Pat, and it was just such a great atmosphere. The Marist color guard was there. There was a veteran puck drop, and the Red Foxes, they wore special uniforms for that game as well.
Yeah, in that game, it was the Red Foxes taking on the Red Hawks in the annual Veterans game at home. Unfortunately, Marist would let one up early, but it would be Richie Williams who feeds it to Sean Bruno, who snipes that one over the shoulder of Tony Makuslo, and Marist would continue their dominant power play with the captain's 3rd goal of the game. Now, 19 seconds into the second, a clear attempt by Montclair is failed as it finds the stick of Sean Bruno, who fires that one in, and the captain's 2nd of the game would put Marist up 1. Just 8 minutes later now, Jacob Libros would pick up the loose puck after entering the zone and slip that one past a sliding Anthony Russo. Libros would have 9 points in just 7 games this season and tie it up again. Marist now looking to take the lead back again as Marty Wicker would float that one out of the zone, and it would find the stick of Sean Bruno, who on the odd man rush would find Jonathan Martirano backdoor, and the junior Wicker would get his first collegiate point with the secondary assist there, and Marist would take the lead with just under half to go in the second. Again, tied at 3 now. Libros at the red line would out-muscle Captain Braden Kehoe and fire that one 5-hole, scoring on the breakaway, and Libros' 2nd of the night puts the Red Hawks up late in the second. Now, just 6 minutes into the third, when Jonathan Martirano dumps that one in for Zach Taylor to collect, a scary moment happens as Taylor is slammed against the board, and you would draw a holding penalty, but he'd stay in, and after drawing his own penalty, after a shot from Stevens, he would collect that rebound and score there, as after taking the big hit, it would be Bruno's 5th point of the game, matching his career high. Now, 10 seconds later, Declan Bain would take it from his own blue line, and he would beat the defender with a beautiful toe drag and send it in past the goaltender. A beautiful move by Bain to take the lead late after potting his 4th of the season, and the boys are fired up. You can see it going down the handshake line. Now, with 6 minutes left, Marist looking to boost their lead to 3 as Taylor takes it, feeds it up to Bruno, who attempts to make a net drive here, and Taylor would again pick up that loose puck and shovel that one in, as Bruno would surpass his career high in single point in a game with 6. He'd also knot another one to come away with 7 in the game.
I mean, just an outstanding performance. I talked about it earlier. I thought the Red Foxes really put together their game of the year in this one. And it started with the defense. They played tight defense just like they were doing all year long, but they found a way to be cautious while being aggressive, right? Play tight onto the puck. But overall, they did a very good job getting back. If there was a fast break, they were phenomenal at getting back there, taking the right angle, and preventing a clear open shot. They just did such a great job in that sense, and it created opportunities for that offense that really lit up the board in this one. I mean, just credit to everyone on this Red Fox team, from the defense to even the forwards, just putting in great effort in that way.
Well, the next game up on the Red Fox schedule is the Siena Saints, who are already going into that game down 0-1 in the series.
Yeah, Marist traveled to Siena for Game 2 of the '87 Cup, a historic rivalry right here across all sports, not just hockey. Siena on the power play, we're going to see Luke Kurziolik strike first as Siena gets up to a 1-0 lead. Now Siena continuing to pad their lead. They're up 2-0, make that 3-0 as Dominic Rizzone got the rebound to go. Marist losing by 3 right now. And now Marist on a power play. They can't punch it in though. Instead, Siena able to score a shorthanded goal and find themselves up 4. Now the Red Foxes, they have to get something going. And they are able to. Now they're down 5-1, showing a little bit of life, and they're able to show a little bit more. As Declan Bain scored on a breakaway, Siena still was able to come out on top, 6-2.
Yeah, Pat, unfortunately dropping that game. But again, it was Bain and Mercagliano who were the spark in that one. But then Marist heading into their matchup against Westfield State, they were down a majority of their core, but they still had Sean Bruno there, and our own Nick Passion was able to catch up with him. Let's take a listen.
I'm here with senior forward Sean Bruno. Sean, thank you for joining me today. In the game against Montclair, you had a career-high 7 points. Just take me through that game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great game, great Saturday. Really thankful for my teammates, finding me, finding the back of the net. Couldn't do it all myself, so it was a big plus, and it was a great team win.
That was not the first game that you and Zach Taylor combined for multiple points in a single game. Can you describe the chemistry that you guys are building throughout the season?
Yeah, I mean, it's been building all year. It's definitely been getting better here, and it's starting to pay off, which is great to see. So,
during the game, what were you seeing on the ice specifically that led to your success?
Against Montclair, a lot of more open ice, and we're able to find those opportunities in those soft spots.
During that game, did you know that you passed your single-season point record, or did that hit you after the game?
I think it hit after. I know it was close. I think I had 5 last year, so I think there's something in the back of my mind as the game winded down.
All right, well, that is senior forward Sean Bruno. I'm Nick Passion, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Now, earlier in the season, Marist did drop a game to Westfield State, so they're now trying to hopefully even that season series. Nick, can you walk us through that one?
Yeah, the Red Foxes were back on home ice, taking on Westfield State for the second time this season. Just over 6 minutes into the game, the Owls were on the power play. It's Dominic Hall who takes a shot from the point and deflected off the stick of Jake Hemingway, and Westfield State takes a 1-0 lead. Now Marist gets their opportunity on the power play, looking to tie it up, and they do. Jack Woodhead deflects the puck off Steely's stick. Just take another look at the replay as it just crosses the line. Woodhead's first of the season evens the game at 1. About 2 minutes left in the period. Fox is on another power play looking for a late goal, and it's Sean Mercagliano on the backhand who gets it past Steely. It's Merck's 5th goal of the year to put Marist up by 1. Now into the second period. It's Marist looking to expand on their lead. Steely gets the initial save on Declan Bain, but Johnny Martorano picks up the loose puck and scores. It's his 4th goal of the year to put the Foxes up 2. It's another Red Fox power play, and Sean Bruno, after putting up 7 points last weekend, he nets another one this Saturday. The captain gives the Marist Red Foxes a 3-goal lead. Now Westfield State trying to climb back as Chris Ross pushes towards the net as Luigi Mutar puts it in for the rebound and the score. The Owls cut the lead in half. After Marist would take a 5-2 lead, Declan Bain leaves it for Christian Martorano, who scores his first collegiate goal, and his teammates are loving it as Martorano brothers, they both score in the game and they win 6-3.
The Martorano brothers have been great, very impactful players for this team, and you were lucky enough to have the opportunity to interview them.
Yeah, it was. It was a great interview. They're 2 very underrated players, and there's a lot of brotherly banter in that interview. So let's just go ahead and take a listen. I'm joined here today alongside the Martorano brothers, freshman and junior forwards, Johnny and Christian. Thank you guys for coming on to the show today. In high school, you guys both played for MERRIMACK, and can you just speak a little bit how that meant to play with each other?
It was awesome. So 2 years apart, we were never able to play on the same travel team growing up. So we always were waiting for MERRIMACK, and then in middle school we started with modified. So that was just in the spring. But then high school, my junior year, his freshman year, it was an awesome experience. We didn't win a lot, but I think that we had a lot of fun, right?
Yeah. For me, originally my freshman year, I started playing defense, but then when it came to my sophomore year, when he was a senior, I moved up to forward, and we had the chance to play in the same line, which was a blast. That was so fun.
And then at MERRIMACK, Johnny, you were the captain, and Christian, you were the alternate captain. How did it feel to kind of have your brother leading the team with you?
Oh, it was like when I came up as a leader, like I just looked up to him. It was so much easier for me. Like I had someone to look up to as my brother, because I had the A when he had the C, and then the next 2 years after he left, I had the C. So I learned everything from him, leading by example, communicating with the team, just everything I learned from him. So.
Yeah, it was fun to do that together too, because at one point during my senior year, we were the only 2 captains. We eventually added another captain later on, but it's kind of like our team in high school. Yeah, it was a lot of fun though.
So how did having your brother alongside you in a leadership role kind of make it a little bit easier, knowing that you guys were able to come home and kind of talk about the games or anything like that?
It definitely made things a lot easier, especially since I could just go across the hall to his room, talk about the games, like what could we work on better, and one of our friends on our team, Christian was good friends with him, Alex Warner, plays at RIT now. We were a good line. We were always talking to him too. He lived right down the road from us, so it was pretty good. It's just overall for like team camaraderie, like I think just made things easier. Like we could hash out anything, work on stuff, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the convenience of having like my brother right here, like we would watch like film together, just like discuss plays. It was like so easy for me if I just had like you said, right down the hall, and just talk to him about it.
And Johnny, you mentioned when you were older, you guys had a backdoor rink. Can you just describe a little bit how it was going up playing hockey in the rink like that?
Yeah, so I think in first or second grade, I was about 7 or 8 years old. My dad, he decided to put a backyard rink, the plywood boards, the tarp, and everything like that, kind of like Easy Ice or whatever that is. But, my dad sided a family, like they're all hockey players, like his 2 brothers played. So we took a little bit longer to adapt to that and start playing, but that's our earliest memories in the backyard skating, just like pure fun, pure joy of like starting hockey. It was awesome.
And Christian, what do you remember growing up on those rink?
I mean, that's where I learned how to skate. Like, we used to play with our oldest brother who doesn't play anymore. But, like, I just remember like, I mean, him would like fight on the ice. It was so much fun. My dad, like we would help build it when we were younger. Like, I remember like throwing him into the snow like, over the boards, but. It was so fun. Like that's where we like grew up playing. That's like where we learned. Like that's like the foundation of like where we started playing hockey.
And then another question for you, Christian. As the season has continued, you've played a little bit more. Can you just speak about the role you're kind of starting to step into as the season continues?
I just feel like, especially as a rookie, it's like I knew it wasn't going to come easy. Like I knew I had to earn my role, earn my spot, whether it was doing like rookie duties or just like just being there for the team. Like. I knew my role as the season's emerging. Like, I'm just like trying to do whatever coach asked me to do. Just like trying to be the most helpful I can to the team, to the coaches, for us to win.
And speaking of Coach LoBianco, Christian, you're also coached by him. How has that kind of helped you step into this freshman year at Marist?
It's been a little bit easier for me as I've known Coach Lobo for a couple of years now. So like he was my coach when I was like 12 or 13 years old. So I knew like how he coaches, the way the practices go. It helped like me settle in a lot easier here, and like I'm grateful that I'm still able to play with him as I come to college.
And then Johnny, what have you seen? You've been here for 3 years with the program. What have you seen from Christian's game, and how has it improved since he stepped on campus here?
I think he's worked really hard and it's starting to pay off. Last weekend he had a big weekend, scoring his first goal. It's just. It was a little tough for him as a freshman. You don't always get to play all the time. But I think, he really worked his way up in practice. He had to switch positions, do all of that. And, he just stuck to it. He didn't give up. And, he's finally cracking the lineup. And I think he's here to stay.
And, Johnny, you did just mention you guys both scored in that Westfield State game. Christian, that was your first goal. How did it feel to kind of go down the handshake line knowing your brother was there?
Knowing my brother was there was like he's been there my entire hockey journey. So it's like, having him by my side has just been amazing. But like when I'm scoring that goal, just like sigh of relief a little bit. Just like finally get like that first one off my back. But now I know I got many more to come, and I'm here with my brother again, just like high school. Just like I played with him.
Yeah, and then in that game too, you guys were down a pretty big piece of your core there, but you're still able to come over with the win 6-3 against a good Westfield State team. Can you kind of just bring us into the locker room of like what was the mood like after that big win?
Yeah, it was awesome. That whole day there was just a different energy, missing some of the senior guys, wanted to prove like what we could look like next year potentially. And I think we did a great job. And, everybody was at high vibes, like having a good time. We were all just happy to get a win, especially the way we started the season. And it was just, like he said, like a sigh of relief to just get going. And I think everybody just, was locked in last week and, paid off.
Yeah, and then also win last week and a win a week before against Montclair. Christian, what do you think has been the key to success recently?
I just think we're playing more as a team, not just for ourselves. Like, we're playing for the guy next to us. Like, I just think, like, it's also kind of a result like the locker room. Like, I feel like our locker room has been more positive, more like we've been like our morale has been a lot higher. I think that's like kind of like translating on the ice, and we've just been playing more for fun in a way. Just like it's panning out pretty well so far.
Yeah, you just described a little bit of the locker room and the identity. How would you guys describe the identity that you guys are creating so far?
I think I think we're trying to have more of a fun time here. It's not always easy losing, especially early in the season. But I think as the season progressing, we're trying to have more fun. Keep it positive. And one of our teammates, Sean Mercagliano, he's a good guy. He's a goofy guy, as we call him. But he's always like dancing and stuff and like celebrating. We say he's doing all these emotes. It's pretty funny, but I think that's rubbing off on the whole team. And, yeah, I just think it makes things easier. It makes it more enjoyable to go to the rink, everything. And like I said, I think when we're having a good time, it just helps us play better too.
Yeah, you just mentioned Sean kind of emoting.
Yeah.
Fans aren't really seeing that. What do you guys think is something that fans won't see between you two?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably all the fighting and arguments we do in the locker room about bickering about whatever, but yeah probably that.
So now, between the both of you two, who would you guys say is the more competitive one, and how does that show up in the games and in practice?
I think it's me.
Yeah, I think it might be it.
I feel like not just hockey, like in anything we do, I'm always trying to beat him, whether it's playing like video games or like just like playing sports in the backyard, like wiffle ball or anything like that. Just like we're always competing in anything we do.
Yeah. When we were younger, in our playroom, whatever, we had the knee hockey sticks in the net. We have so many battles in there. We had a couch in there too, so we'd check each other like into the couch. Christian played goalie a lot too. I always shoot at him, but just all those memories and stuff. Playing shell too, like we used to play all the time, and we still play today too.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming on. Junior and freshman forward Christian and Jonathan Martirano. Thank you guys. Going back to the table.
It was so great to have both of the Marty brothers on this show for an interview. But now we look ahead to the weekend review where Sean Bruno stays hot and he gets 11 points in the last 4 games as well. Not only that, but the Marist penalty kill is leading up to these Red Fox wins.
Yeah, like you just said, leading up to those wins, their at-home penalty kill has been tremendous. Over the last 2 games, or over their last 2 victories, I should say, they've killed 8 out of the 11. And what I've really been liking from them on the penalty kill is that they do a really good job at jumping to the points off of the face-off, like here, causing a disruption, which leads to an often early clear, which will kill off an extra 15 seconds. They also trap the other team in the neutral zone here, not allowing any form of space, and then they dump it on in. It allows for maybe some quick offensive chances here, so good dumps there in the neutral zone. And then also the Foxes, they're constantly picking up sticks in their own zone. Right here, Matthew Comboy picks up that Westfield State skaters, and then it allows Jake D'Argento to get in there and clear that one on out. And then finally, the Red Foxes excel at getting sticks in the passing lane. Right here, Westfield State had to sit and stop for a second, but as the puck gets closer to the net, the Marist defense will collapse. That's what I've been really liking. It forces opponents to the outside, which often stagnates the power play, and that is kind of why these wins have been stacking up for Marist.
Yeah, the special teams has been so key for them in these past few weekends. It's part of the reason that they're 2-2 since the last time we've talked on this show. Now, tell me a little bit about the teams that they're playing against, because that could be key as they face off against a tough schedule.
Yeah, so this weekend coming up, they're going to play Sacred Heart on Friday and MERRIMACK on Saturday. But a little side note for that Sacred Heart game, do you guys remember when that game got delayed and the side panel, the glass came off? Well, they're going to play that before the actual game is scheduled. It's the final 9 minutes and 47 seconds that will be played.
Yeah, Nick, like you just said, last time these two teams met, Marist held Sacred Heart to just 1 goal before the game was suspended. They did a really good job at keeping the chance to the outside and winning puck battles. They were leading that game 2-1, so a strong closeout is needed. The top scorers for Sacred Heart, Nick Drogan and James O'Toole, combined for 23.6% of Sacred Heart scoring. So for Marist, the focus on repeating that strong defensive structure from the first meeting and managing that last remaining minutes in that game. As well, it is impressive that Marist is in this game against a very skilled Sacred Heart, who has just announced earlier today that they're going to be moving up to ACHA Division 1. So it's going to be really big to see if Marist can close out this game and hopefully squeak out one against Sacred Heart later in that day, because that will be a great momentum changer. Now, as we turn things to the Merrimack side, Marist last season unfortunately dropped that game 6-3 that Merrimack controlled, led by Dylan Marchand, who led 4 goals. And also, speaking again, Dylan Marchand, he has 27 points in the season, along with his brother Logan and Andrew Ferguson with 20 points, combining for 68 points. The next closest scorer, he only has 8. Overall, Merrimack being kind of carried by them with a 9-4 record with 62 goals for and 49 against. So their power play also at 33% is one of the strongest in the division, while their penalty kill sits at 71%. So Pat, what are your keys to the weekend?
Well, it's going to be tough. You mentioned Merrimack, and you specifically mentioned those Marchand brothers. I mean, they are threats when they have the puck. There's no doubt about it. You have to find a way to really limit them. Another big thing with that Merrimack game is that their power play scores 30% of the time. I mean, they've been really, really strong on the power play. Marist has to stay out of the box, which is something, in all honesty, they have struggled to do throughout this year.
We welcome you inside McCann Ice Arena here in Poughkeepsie, New York. I'm Nick Passione alongside Tommy Berry.
Yeah, hi Nick, how you doing today? It's going to be a good one here against the Merrimack Warriors.
So Tommy, this is a great team. A lot of young stars who have produced a lot of points, but a little difference in the net tonight. It's going to be Logan Weber, who's only got 2 games before this under his belt.
Yeah, in one of his games, he was able to win that one in a shootout there. He made 30 saves and only let up 4 goals. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does in his 3rd start this year.
Red Foxes have a lot ahead of them. Early turnover. Andrew Ferguson looking for Dylan Marchand. He's one of their top players on this team.
Yeah, this top line of Marchand, the 2 Marchand brothers and Andrew Ferguson right there, you know, they're very strong players. They make up for 35 out of the team's 68 goals in the season. So the key to the night is going to be making sure you shut down that top line, making sure you're aware of when they're on the ice, and just always having a guy on them no matter who it is. Merrimack comes into the night with a 9-4 overall record, which places them 3rd in their conference. Whereas Marist just dropped last night's game 8-2 to Sacred Heart in a heartbreaking fashion, especially after the completing the unfinished game that was here a couple weeks ago.
Players takes a spill. Gets it over, Andrew Ferguson. Sends it all the way back down. Now, Tommy, you just noted the 2 losses of yesterday, or this past weekend. What can the Red Foxes do to kind of regroup?
Well, tonight they're going to have to put that behind them. You know, Sacred Heart, they're a really good team. They're just moving on to ACHA D1 next year. So, you know, it's a formidable opponent. Tonight they're playing Merrimack out of conference. Game that doesn't mean as much. It's kind of a good little get back. Coach Lobianco's been saying all year long, you got to take a punch, but you also got to give one. Last night they may have gotten punched, but tonight they have a chance to really capitalize and throw one back towards Merrimack and take their frustrations out from yesterday.
Logan Marchand sends one in. They'll get a line change. Fight along the boards. Kehoe, Wicker trying to get it out.
Yep, Kehoe back in the lineup tonight after not playing in yesterday's game. He played in the first 10 minutes, but it was a late scratch decision for the second matchup. Marist also tonight out Tyler Stoneman.
That's a big loss for the Red Foxes. One of their leaders and one of the best players on the ice.
Yeah, but a player who's been picking up his play in exchange is on the ice right now is Declan Bain. He's up to a point per game on the season as a rookie. He's going to be really nice to see how he steps into this role as the season continues.
This Red Fox squad has a lot of talent. The record may not show it, but they do have very good young players. It's just been a very tough year on the schedule for them.
Yeah, I mean, they've also played a really tough team, really tough schedule. 7 out of their opponents were ranked in the top 25 in the first rankings of the ACHA Division II. So, you know, when you're playing that many solid opponents, it's kind of tough to kind of look at your record or it's kind of easy to look down on your record and be beat on yourself.
Andriola with a shot, a save by Russo.
Yeah, so far through the season, Merrimack's done a really good job at kind of creating a solid goal differential with 65 goals for and 53 against.
Merrimack able to keep it in. Trying to get shots away. They finally do. Russo makes the save. Off the stick of DeAngelis.
Yeah, last time we saw Russo was in that 6-3 victory against Westfield State. Strong performance from him. He was there the whole entire game.
Great play by Christian Martirano to get the puck out.
What a performance he's been on recently. He had a goal last night against Sacred Heart, recorded his first point 2 weeks ago, and then again in that Westfield State game down the majority of the core, he scored. So he's on a 2-game goal streak.
Christian Martirano gets caught off sides. We'll get another stoppage.
As you see, tonight's third line is going to come out here of Jake D'Argento, Jonathan Wong, and TJ Fragoso. Good solid third line. They're very grinder type of players that create some offense too. Good pairing from Coach LoBianco.
That's a perfect word, grinder, because you have. He may not look big, but D'Argento is a big physical guy,
No.
and that's a guy you need on those lines.
He definitely is. He loves to get in the corner battles. You can see it right here. He finishes his check. He's not afraid to play the body. In fact, I think he loves it.
That is what makes him special. That's a part of his game, the physicality.
Yep, the senior out of Fairlawn, New Jersey.
Puck up. Declan Walsh. Still on the puck. Pass across. Good move. Centering pass. Able to keep it in. Behind the net. Wicker. Able to get it up. Not past. Not very far though. Marty Wicker on the puck. Marty Wicker coming in with speed. Backhand shot. That goes wide. Taylor with a one-timer. That goes high. Goes blocked. Coming the other way. Warriors. Good opportunity from Ferguson. He couldn't get a stick on it.
Yeah, so far, Merrimack through the early 5 minutes, they're big fans of the saucer pass. It's not the first time they've used it. Utilizing it every time in a zone entry to really work on this east to west puck movement to catch Marist off guard.
Taylor able to flip it up. Bruno takes a hit. In the other way is Martirano. And a save by Weber.
Yeah, Martirano, not Christian, but Jonathan, he's been on a heater. He just turned 21 yesterday.
Marist looking to force a turnover. Stevens sends it back in. Martirano's there. Now Bruno behind the net. Try to get it back from Martirano. He couldn't. Cormier will get it up. Stevens there defensively. And Stevens will send it back the other way. Mercogliano takes the loose puck. Drops it for Declan Bain. Shot, and it goes over the net. Just a little fluttering shot.
Yeah, that little rainbow shot there almost kind of found the back of the net as it floated over the shoulder of Logan Weber.
Kehoe trying to send it back in. Couldn't get past the stick of Cormier, and he'll send it right back up. They're in offsides. David Strong was a little too early on that.
Yeah, he kind of got a little over anxious, thought he could maybe straddle the blue line, and I guess also the entry there a little bit delayed, wasn't expecting it. So now we're going to have an outside neutral zone face-off here.
Bain falls on the puck, still loose. Merrimack able to get control, and they send it in off the body of Kehoe, and now Comboy's got it. He'll send it up, looking for Mercogliano. Gets the stick of Declan Bain. Declan Bain in, a backhand shot, and it's saved.
And it was loose there. Mercogliano was hoping that kind of was a later whistle because he was right there to capitalize. But strong net drive by Declan Bain. He gets the stick, he gets the puck on his stick, and he does one thing on his mind, and that's just crash the net with the puck. Try to create as many offensive chances as he can.
Well, good opportunities here for the Red Foxes early. That same line stays out.
Yeah, so far the offense has been driven by this Bain Mercogliano Comboy line. Really strong performance for them to start to this early 7th.
Warriors finally able to get it out. David Strong in with speed. Goes out wide, takes a shot to save Russo.
Russo hoping to pick up a win tonight, because if he does, it'll move him only one win away from tying 7th or 6th all-time in Marist hockey wins. He's at 14 right now. 7th or 6th is 16 wins. It's been an all-time great for Marist hockey.
Hunter in, trying to get through 2 Red Foxes. Still on the puck, takes a hit into the boards. And the Red Foxes, Declan Bain comes with it the other way. He'll send it up Livonia. He'll take a shot off the stick of Weber and out of play.
Yeah, Livonia this season, he may not have any points on the year, but he's been one of those players that does those correct things outside of the score sheet. He's always back on the back check, interrupting stick lanes right there. Good IQ from him to take that shot there as he knew Christian Martirano was crashing the net.
adjusting the net, so we'll get another delay. Looks like a water bottle problem.
Yeah, it looks like he's asking the ref to get that switched out for him.
Warriors control off the face-off. Huang delivers a hit. Red Foxes looking to get on the puck. They couldn't. And the Warriors able to flip it out. Martirano using the body to not let it get too far. And the Red Foxes send it back in. We're going to have a penalty. I think they're both going to go.
Yeah, offsetting penalties here for Livonia and Merrimack. As it's going to be Nigro heading to the box in Livonia. Couldn't really make out what was going on. Looks like it's just going to be roughing on both sides, just some extracurriculars. It's going to stay 5-on-5.
It's been very
Oh, no,
aggressive.
correction, sorry, 4-on-4.
It's been very aggressive so far here by both of these sides. And the refs are really going to have to hone down on that.
Yeah, they definitely are. They're trying to make sure, these games typically they get out of hand quickly, or especially as the puck or the time starts to lean on down. But the refs trying to stay on top of it.
Christian Martirano, the freshman, getting some time on this 4-on-4. Baldwin coming the other way. Aiden Baldwin puts on the brakes, trying to centering pass, and that's taken up the other way. Matt Sacco still on the puck, driving it in the boards. Still working hard on it, but now the Warriors finally come away. DeAngelis tried to split the D, couldn't. Sends it up, looking for Christian Martirano. He'll send it back down. Almost got called with too many men. Bruno, fight for the puck, they'll get it up. Taylor. Now Bruno comes away. Wicker will send it right back down. Pass up. Campagna on it, takes a hit. Bruno send it up. Trying to get the touchback pass back to him, but it never went. Marty Wicker trying to get it out, couldn't. Warriors keep it in. Bedard lays a hit. Bedard still on it. Marty Wicker couldn't get it out. Warriors will just send it back in. Hunter, centering pass. Now opportunity for Bedard. Out wide. He'll drop it off. Puck goes right back to him.
As both penalties now expire, weren't really able to get much going on the 4-on-4. Kind of just kept most of the play to the outside.
Warriors couldn't contain the zone. Off the stick of Taylor. He was offside, so he couldn't play it. James Stevens on the puck. He'll get it across. Ryan Wicker will send it up, but Merrimack right there. They're going to send it right back down.
That's kind of the style of play this Merrimack team's play. They just get it to the red line and they get it deep. Any chance, they're just going to force Marist to continuously turn it around.
James Stevens in, but Martirano tried to get back and he couldn't. It's going to be offsides.
Yeah, he was maybe an inch off there. He tried to extend the leg but couldn't. Good recognition, though, a good instinct from Stevens to try to just get out there and start the plays. They both talk it over. It's going to be a new pairing for Stevens tonight. He's going to be paired with Shen, as they're going to be, both of the sophomores will be paired up together, where his typical pair, or defenseman pair of Kehoe, he's getting shifted on over with Richie Williams.
Merrimack controls behind. They'll set it up too far. That's going to be an icing.
Marist is going to get a change out here and send back out that Bane line. They've been working really well. They've had a couple of good quality offensive chances.
Yeah, the play this year from Sean Mercogliano has been one of the best on this team. Contributing a lot.
Yeah, he's really been stepping into his role. He does a really good job both ways. He's been working on his shot, he's told me a couple of times. It's kind of getting there as he now has 5 goals on the season.
Good move. That was Owen Gunning still coming in with the puck. Out wide, looking for the centering pass. That never got through. Dylan Marchand behind the net. Puts the brakes on, still behind the net. Puck bouncing in front of Russo. Loose puck. And we're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, that's going to be called a hand pass, so the faceoff's going to be pulled outside. Kind of just unfortunate for Merrimack. He tried to play it at his feet, couldn't get it as another teammate tried to pick it up, blown dead.
Red Foxes control. Richie Williams to Kehoe. Kehoe up for Taylor, who flips it in. Able to keep it in, Bruno, but he lost control of the puck. That sends the Warriors the other way. Wooster on the puck. Trying to get it across. Gets out of the zone, so Merrimack will have to check up. David Strong on the puck. Trying to get it up, he couldn't. Williams sends it right back in, and the Red Foxes will go for a change.
Yeah, there's a lot of experience between this Williams and Kehoe pair. Been here both on the team for at least 3 years. Plethora of games. They both are one of the both lead the team in the points for defensemen as well. Just a good pairing there that Lobo's cooking up.
Warriors control. More than halfway through this first period with no score. Kehoe in defensively. Lost the puck. Going out wide. Centering pass, looking for the one-timer off the stick of Connor Jacobs. Another opportunity. Puck's just sitting there. Red Foxes looking to get it out. Kehoe with the opportunity, and he does.
Strong job by the Foxes. They're making sure they're picking up sticks, not allowing too many second chance opportunities. They're up in the front of the net.
Livonia on the chase. Warriors come up. Woodhead sends it right back in off the stick of Weber and out of play again.
Yeah, he's just going to angle that one out. I believe that's going to keep the face-off in the zone here. Gives Marist a good chance here to get things set up as Woodhead and Sacco trying to talk something over, sharing a couple of laughs after that. And now it's going to be Jake D'Argento slotting in center instead of Conbor on this line here. Maybe trying to add a little bit of physicality here early with some offense.
And I really do like that. You have to have physicality on some of the lines, especially like the lower lines that are going to move him up.
Because it's going to be a delayed penalty there on the hook on Bain.
Bain trying to put on a move. He couldn't, and the Red Foxes will get their first opportunity on the power play.
Yeah, the power play has been cooking at home. They've been a really strong as well. Marist also on a 2-game home win streak right now. Home's kind of been cooking for them. It's where all of their wins on the season have come. So hopefully they can continue it. Merrimack's penalty kill, they've allowed 5 goals on 7 attempts, while operating at a 71.4%. 71.4. Going to be key for Marist to get this power play set up early as they have goals in multiple of the last games.
Face-off win for the Warriors. Behind the net, Gunning trying to clear it out. Richie Williams stopped it, and the Red Foxes can set up. Long shot by Stevens and off the pad of Weber. Bruno keeps it in. Williams trying to get it to Taylor. Taylor sends it back down. Martirano's on the puck.
These Red Foxes on the power play, they do a really good job at recovering. When there's a loose puck, they're always there to support.
Bruno with a shot, and it's blocked in front. A great look by Sean Bruno.
It almost looked like exactly how he got his 7 points night started against Montclair.
Cross-ice pass from Taylor, never got to him. Stevens down low. Richie Williams. Pass across. Bruno, that hopped over his stick. Trying to keep it in on the Red Foxes. Almost did. It hopped this body and stick of Williams. He was taken down, no call. Taylor comes back in, gives it to Stevens. Martirano didn't know there was a guy behind him. Got it back down to Stevens, who gave it back to Martirano, who'll flip it in. Warriors on it, and they'll send it up.
Took a really weird bounce off of the glass there.
Taken away, Dylan Marchand. Red Foxes looking to control, and they do. Richie Williams on the puck as the Red Foxes get a line change off the stick of Mercogliano. And Warriors send it back down, looking for a high stick call, and they get it.
Yeah, that one took a deflection. I don't think Kehoe is fully aware of who deflected it first, or he just wanted to get a strategic little stoppage there.
Very good looks on that power play. They controlled for about the entirety of that time, just couldn't get shots on net. They were most of them were blocked.
Yeah, the Red Foxes, they really like to work that play where Stevens walks it up on the far boards and then feeds it over to Williams at the blue line, who walks it and feeds it on over to Bruno at the top of the circle. Weren't able to get a look on that one, but it's worked all season long.
Great defensive play. That'll send the Red Foxes the other way. Declan Bain tripped up, and he draws a penalty. Marist will be 5-on-3 for 5 seconds.
Really strong job from Bain there in the zone entry. Might have sold that one a little bit, but again, that's the second penalty he's drawn as him and Mercogliano are shot it over. Now Bain's going to talk it over with Kehoe. They're going to be hoping to get something set up here for this 5-second 5-on-3 man advantage. Even if you don't score on it here, you can still get it set up while that trailer comes on in.
Yeah, and what Bain does really well is his footwork. He's got phenomenal footwork, so that's what draws a penalty as the sticks of the defenders get into skates. Warriors able to win it. They'll clear it down. That's it for the first penalty. But the Red Foxes, a minute 50 on this next man advantage.
Yeah, 4 straight minutes of a power play here. It's going to be a really good chance for Marist to either capitalize and score one here or continue building the momentum in their favor.
Mercogliano. Convoy sends it up. Kehoe. Shen with a shot deflected wide.
Again, right there, Red Foxes to support and pick up the loose puck when they can on the power play. That puck is bounced up into the air and out of play.
Red Foxes will get a line change. The first power play unit will come back onto the ice. Bruno on the puck. He'll send it down past the stick of Taylor. Trying to keep it in. Bruno couldn't. And that'll go to Richie Williams. Stevens will drop it back to Williams. He'll flip it up for Taylor, who gets it back to Stevens. James Stevens. Nifty spin move. Still on the puck. He'll dump it down. Richie Williams trying to get there first. He couldn't. And the Warriors are able to clear. 1-on-1 the other way. Now help for the Red Fox defense gets back.
A good back check there by Taylor. These Warriors, though, they're really not afraid to kind of just get a couple of guys jumping out early of the zone, especially while man down.
Richie Williams, a shot that goes wide. Fragoso now getting time on this power play. Warriors able to flip it up. Big hit. And now the players going after each other.
As it gets physical early here as TJ Fragoso is getting put into a headlock here.
So the refs will be sorting this one out. The kids that are in this arena certainly enjoyed the fighting.
Yeah, no, they like a lot of physicality here. So the refs are discussing it. I was shocked originally that first play there wasn't called when Williams didn't even have it. He was trying to play and he got checked from behind.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple roughing calls that come out of this as
no,
well.
No, I don't think either. I think it's a very big possibility. Still sorting it out. Looks like the ref's giving its final verdict, and it doesn't seem like any Red Foxes are going to head to the box. It's just going to be Braden Pertell who's going to be sitting in there for the Warriors. And then Logan Marchand is going to be in the box too, the sophomore. And 21 points in 12 games this season. In his career, he has 26 points in 35. So it's been a real breakout year for him in his second one.
So right now, the Red Foxes are going to have another power play chance as they're going to get 5-on-3 for 30 seconds.
Yeah, slowly moving it up. I think soon they might have 5-on-3 for 2 minutes at this pace here. So far, we've been having 6 straight minutes of power play advantage. This is one of those times where you got to look at yourself and be like, we got to capitalize here. We've had almost half a period of man up, especially consecutively. These Warriors are going to get tired.
Yeah, Merrimack shooting themselves in the foot. So let's see if Marist can capitalize. Richie Williams from the point, long-range shot. That was saved. Weber, that one nearly trickled in as well.
Yeah, the puck was loose there. Good shot by Williams to send it through traffic. It looks like he might try to do it again.
Stevens, long-range shot, and he scores! James Stevens makes the Warriors pay, and the Red Foxes score first.
What a snipe off of the woodwork there. Again, that kind of started from Christian Martirano off of the shot from the point from Williams. He was able to battle for that one. I've been saying it all game long. They do a really good job at picking up the loose pucks after. And again, they were able to capitalize there on the 5-on-3, and they still will have a minute 43 on the power play. They could very quickly make this a 2-goal game as Stevens knots his second of the season. The new assistant captain with a little bit of snipe there off of the woodwork. That's a beautiful noise, and it's got the Red Foxes fired up here with 3:42 left in the first.
Well, it's now going to be 5-on-4 with the Red Foxes still on the power play. Martirano right off the draw, coming in, centering pass. Taylor with a shot, couldn't get it. Martirano a chance, he couldn't either. Oh, shot from Stevens, looking for another one.
Stevens, you can see in his face, he was hoping he had that second one. He's feeling it right now with that quick shot in the slot. That's a quality chance. That was developed by Taylor and Martirano on the little net drive there. We were able to pick up that loose puck again off of the rebound and feed it to Stevens, sitting in the right spot.
Red Foxes control. Stevens down low. Martirano. Send it back up for Williams. Richie Williams with a shot. Deflected, never got through Weber, and it's out of play.
Looks like DeAngelis is a little shaken up there. Might have hit him right in the tongues. That's not a pleasurable spot to get hit. The 5'6" freshman.
Full line changes now for the Red Foxes. Power play unit number 2 will come on the ice with another minute, 20 seconds to go.
Again, really everyone on this power play here is very offensive minded. You have Kehoe, who's kind of a good two-way forward, or good two-way defenseman. Mingwen Shen, who has moved back to defense after being a forward, but was also a defenseman beforehand. And then you have a strong offensive with Bain, Mercagliano, and Comboy.
Russo touched the puck. Kehoe playing it in the boards. Shen now on the puck. Under a minute to go in this power play. Up for Mercagliano. He's got Declan Bain racing. To the corner. Kehoe there. Mercagliano comes away with the puck. Mercagliano behind the net. They'll pass it up. Shen. Back to Mercagliano. Trying to tee one up. The shot is there. The rebound and a save by Weber.
Yeah, wow. Good job by Weber there to extend the foot there, or extend his pad. Able to jump on top of that one to get the stoppage, as it looked like all Red Foxes were collapsing in on that paint. Shots are 10-5 here so far in the period. Russo so far not really been getting tested. He's had a couple of good looks on him, and he's handled them well.
We're going to get an interference call against the Red Foxes.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Braden Kehoe heading into the box for interference. Tied up the man when he was trying to leave the zone, and the ref wasn't having it. Going to be 4-on-4 here for 24 seconds. The power play for Merrimack, just like the Red Foxes, it's very strong. They score 33% of the time, 12 goals on 36 attempts. Marist's power play, 8 for 11 in the last 2 home wins. It's going to be critical for them to step it up and make sure they cannot allow an equalizer here.
Cormier trying to keep it in. Sacco denies him. Up for Declan Bain. Warriors on the puck will flip it out. Ferguson on the puck. Andrew Ferguson tees up a shot to save Russo. He did look behind him, but he had it.
He didn't think he had it, but he had it the whole way. Right now, 2 seconds left on the 4-on-4, so it's going to be Marist immediately kind of in penalty killer mode as they're going to send their killers out now. That combo of Bain and Taylor working well all year long. Strong pairing from the two of them as well. You have Sacco and Woodhead, 2 strong defensemen, as now 1:30 left on the power play for Merrimack.
Warriors control behind their own net. Now coming up. Flipped across too far. That's going to be an icing. No. One of the refs said no. One of the refs said yes.
Yeah, it looks like the one by the goal line was able to give the final call, and he thought it was. A little bit of a later one. It kind of waited until it wrapped all the way around, but still, that's a benefit for Marist. It's now going to take, say Merrimack wins his face-off immediately. It's going to take him an extra 5 seconds to get down there, or Marist hopefully can win this with the strong face-off player of Zach Taylor.
Red Foxes win the draw. Sacco puts on a shot to save Weber.
It's Gary Mandia on the bench. Really vocal player is what Martirano was telling me the other day. He's a very loud guy in the locker room. He's one of those people that you enjoy having. Just like Sean Mercogliano, it's a big emote, big character. There's a lot of characters on this Red Fox team, and they've been having a lot of fun and playing as a team. That's kind of been leading to their success recently as they're 2-3 over the last 5.
Warriors trying to come up with the puck. Taylor lays a hit. Walsh on the puck. Declan Walsh still on it. Great defensive play, Sean Bruno.
Yeah, Sean Bruno, way to stick with it, able to keep his feet moving, not to get caught up and call a penalty and draw a penalty there. Able to find the perfect opportunity to slide his stick between the Merrimack skater.
Bryce Bedard going coast to coast. Couldn't tee up a shot. Still on the puck. Surveying his options. Bryce Bedard. Pass across. Back to Bedard. Tried to tee up a pass. D'Argento going the other way. A delayed penalty. Great play, Jake D'Argento.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, he's one of those grinders on the team. He's going to do whatever it takes, especially on the PK. He's smiling. He's giving it to them a little bit after that one, as Marist will have another power play opportunity in 20 seconds. It's just going to be 4-on-4 for the next 20.
A lot of scoring opportunities for the Red Foxes. And this is tough on a goalie like Logan Weber, who, has, like we said before, hasn't really gotten a lot of playing time.
Yeah, he only played one game this season, and his one game went to a shootout, which he was able to come away with the win. But so far in this game, he's been tested a lot. Shots for Marist are 11 through the first 19 minutes here. Again, running that running a Stevens-Ritchie pairing, and then Bain and Bobby for the last 13 seconds of this 4-on-4.
Declan Bain lost the puck. Andriolo couldn't clear. Sends it to the middle of the ice. Labonia's on it. Back for Bain. And now the Warriors come with it the other way. With speed. All around the defense on a shot save. Russo, he got there for the rebound and it goes wide. Now sending Labonia the other way. Opportunity for the Red Foxes. He puts out a shot save. The rebound, Mercogliano. A save. Puck is loose. Williams a backhand and a stick save, Weber.
Wow.
And that is how the period is going to end. Great opportunities for the Red Foxes.
Yeah, great chances for the Red Foxes there. They're just going to have to be able to capitalize on that. They've had a really good first period so far. Just need to make sure they build on that. Good chances there at the end. Kind of unfortunate it didn't fall in, but they're still up 1-0 at the end of the first.
Second period action underway, and the Red Foxes started off on the power play. They got 1:10 left.
Yeah, Marist just going to really have to continue with what they were doing. They were able to keep Merrimack in the box, kind of causing them to create some stupid penalties as well. Marist, strong entries, keeping it out to the sides. Good work from Marist in the first period. For Merrimack, they're just going to have to kind of step back. They're a 9-4 team. They're second in the NECHL Patriot Division. They're a good team for a reason. They're just going to have to continue doing what they do. And if they stick to their stickums, they will find a goal, especially probably coming from one of the Marchand brothers or Walsh.
Stevens trying to control the puck, gets it back to Williams. He'll send it down. Martirano with a shot, never got through. Richie Williams forced to take it out. He's got to try to get back defensively. Short-handed shot, and the net came off. Merrimack wants a goal on that.
Yeah, they want it, but it's going to be up to the ref's discretion of if he thinks that was intentional from Richie or Williams lost his edge there and kind of just fell into the net. But it looks like his faceoff is going to stay to the left of Russo. Marist with 39 left in this power play. They're going to have to get things out of the zone quickly.
Marist wins the draw. Stevens looking to get it up. Now Taylor's on it. Richie Williams for Stevens. James Stevens out wide, a shot. Gloved by Weber.
Yep, it's a little bit of a high shot there from Stevens, but it's going to allow a little bit of a reset with 24 left. It's going to allow, hopefully, whoever takes this face off to come away with a quick win.
Red Foxes couldn't control the draw, and the Warriors able to clear. Kehoe on the puck. He'll go down low. Now behind the net. He'll give it to Declan Bain. Back for Kehoe. 5 to go on the power play. Shen with a shot off the post. Mercagliano centering pass, that never got through.
That shot there took a couple of deflections there before making its way out the post and not in the back of the net.
Long shot saved by Russo. Warriors have it, fighting for it, behind the net, centering pass. Shot and a big save, Russo. Red Foxes come the other way, looking for an odd man rush. They'll get it up for Declan Bain. Declan Bain with a shot and a save. Weber got to it. Bain trying to get it behind the net. Up for Wong. Mercagliano. Centering pass. In front, Wong with a shot, he scores! Jonathan Wong, what a pass by Declan Bain, and it's 2-0 Red Foxes!
Yeah, you know, that play there really all developed from Shen, coming out of the zone, able to give the quick pass out up to Bain there on that 2-on-1 there, and then just battling from Marist for Wong to pick up his first, just driving towards the front of the net, finding some space there as Bain was able to find him, as now Bain is up to 16 points with his 10th assist on the season. He's been a real driver for the offense today. That whole entire line of them, too, was down before they were able to put one in the net, as now they lead 2-0 here.
Marist doing everything right all across the ice, and they're getting rewarded with it. Up 2-0. Labonia trying to send it back in. D'Argento's back on the ice. Taking it to the corner. Fragoso. Trying to get through two Warriors, he couldn't. Now they come back the other way. DeAngelis. Good move. DeAngelis centering pass. That one never got to the stick of Campagna. Warriors send it the other way. Russo will play it. First one there, though, is Aiden Baldwin. Now D'Argento trying to get it out, and he does. They're going to play. It's a hand pass against Merrimack.
Strong start here from Marist. Obviously potted one goal already. Good work from them. Just going to have to continue building on what they're doing. Doing a good job at kind of limiting chances from Merrimack, only allowing them to 10 shots here as they have 18. Good start from Marist here.
Wong on the puck now. He's going in. He's got Christian Martirano out there as well. He'll drop it back, but nobody there in white. Warriors looking to clear it out. Wong forces the turnover, couldn't keep it in, so they'll look to regroup with Marty Wicker on the puck. Passes to a brother, Ryan Wicker. Those two on the same defensive line here.
Yeah, those two are also very strong skaters. You know, I like their edge work and just their ability to kind of just create power and speed out of nothing.
Up for Wong. Jonathan Wong. Pass across, looking for Conboy, and it got through his stick. Christian, centering pass, got through the skates of Wong. Warriors can't get it out. Christian Martirano first on the puck. Martirano with a shot off the save of the goalie. I don't know where that hit, but he kept it out.
It looked like that might have hit him right up in the neck. Almost tried to collapse his helmet and shoulder on that one, as there was a sharp angle shot from Martirano. He's been on a heater. Great
opportunity for Christian Martirano there. He has a lot more confidence in his game, and you could absolutely see that in every way.
Yeah, especially after his first goal. He said it was...
In with a shot. That one goes wide of Russo. The shot off of Lampanosa.
Yeah, Christian Martirano, he said it was kind of just like a relief to get that first goal off of him, knowing that now it's just going to be adding to the continuous count that he's going to be making. Gary Mandia really getting the team going on the bench there. He's, like I said earlier, very vocal, and he's not afraid to let his voice be known.
Face off to the right of Russo. Puck goes to the stand of the Warriors, but now it's the Red Foxes coming the other way, and it's Sean Bruno. He'll send it in. Weber forced to play it. Forced a turnover. Johnny Martirano couldn't get on the puck. Bobby Hunter will send it up. Dangerous passes. There's two Red Foxes there, but they get it to him, and the Red Foxes looking to come the other way. Great hit on either end. Bruno is down, still trying to play the puck, and the Warriors come the other way. David Strong with a shot blocked in front by Stevens. Warriors content to send it back down. They're still offsides. Marist will send it up. Finds the stick of Bain. Declan Bain lets a pass go and nearly an own goal, but a big heads-up play by Weber. Shot, another save, Weber, and they'll have him cover.
Yeah, Weber, he's might have let up 2 goals on 20 shots tonight, but he's honestly been pretty strong. And a lot of these shots Marist been putting up have been really danger and high-quality chances.
Red Fox is still pushing for offense, wanting more goals, and especially against Merrimack, because with ease they could come back in any game like this. They have a lot of talented players.
Yeah, they definitely do, especially that top line. We've been saying it all game. They're really decent, really strong players. All 3 of them are top 5 in their conference for points. That's just something you don't really see too often.
Bears coming the other way. Declan Bain in. He'll drop it off, and a shot, and a stick save. Weber off the stick of Mercagliano. Warriors able to get it out. And that's going to be a penalty as Kehoe took a huge hit. Or no, the ref put his arm back down.
Yeah, the linesman's there kind of signaling offsides. Got a little bit of some people confused with a penalty there.
Long range shot, never got it through. Williams will send it up. Past everybody. That's going to be icing against the Red Foxes.
I want to go back to that breakaway there by Bain. Really selfless opportunity for them to give that up to Mercagliano. You know, they're best friends. Mercagliano might be beating himself up after this, give himself a little bit of a smack on the helmet, but he's going to have chances like that again in this game and in the rest of the season. That's just one of those ones you're going to live with and just move on. This Marist team is playing as a team a lot more as the season has continued now. This is in the last home game of the season. They're really showing that.
Warriors controlling their own zone. Past the stick of everybody, but now settles down on Richie Williams' stick. For Kehoe. Kehoe, long pass, looking for Wong. That one was deflected, so icing's waved off. Wong in on the forecheck. Warriors set to come with it the other way. Owen Gunning on the puck. Out wide. gunning behind the net. Still trying to get on the puck. Great defense by the Red Foxes. And now Marcagliano's on the puck. Looking for Declan Bain. That went too far. And Weber will cover it up.
Again, those two always looking for each other. They spend a lot of time together off the ice, so it's only natural that on the ice they try to look for each other.
D'Argento wins the draw. But Livonia couldn't tee up a shot. Marist delayed offsides. That sends the Warriors the other way. Russo will stick it aside. Baldwin on the puck in the corner. Gets taken down, no penalty.
Fan yells out, ice is slippery there.
Matt Sacco avoiding a hit, trying to play the puck. Flipped up, not out. That's going to be, in my head, I'm like, that should have been a hand pass. I think they do call it.
Yeah, ref is going to move the face off outside here in the neutral zone. This linesman here, he has a very luscious beard. I'm a big fan of it.
Puck going all the way down in front of the penalty boxes. They send it back down to the Warriors. Russo plays it. Sacco try to send it up. D'Argento, and that's going to be a penalty against Matt Sacco.
Yeah, that one's just an unfortunate one. He kind of just got his stick chipped up inside of the skater's leg there.
Matt Sacco, I think, he took a hit and he was upset about it, and I think he let his anger kind of take over his play, which cost the Red Foxes to go on the penalty kill.
Russo making sure his post bearings are set there, as all year long those have been a little bit of an issue, constantly coming off.
So Warriors control to start their power play. Great play by Taylor. Nobody could get a stick on it. Players down for the Warriors, and the Red Foxes get it out. Sean Bruno trying to come the other way, but the Warriors get it back. Wooster drops it off. The shot blocked in front by Wooster. Around the boards for Ferguson. Pass across. In front, the shot is saved, Russo.
Yeah, good save by Russo. They're able to kind of quickly change directions or change sides there and get in front of that, even with a guy in front of him of Ryan Wicker and the shooter kind of screening him a little bit. There's just 1:32 left on this on the Sacco power play.
Argento will come back from the bench on the draw. Warriors control. Fakes the one-timer, tried to get it over, but Comboy's there first. He had D'Argento, but he elects to send it all the way down.
Yeah, that pairing of D'Argento and Comboy, they're a really strong penalty kill group.
So now the Warriors looking to set up. Pass in the skates of Gunning, sends it all the way down. Marist gets there first, and they'll clear it.
Marist penalty kill now 9 for 12 after they killed off that one earlier in the game at home over the last 3 contests.
Shen trying to get it out. He couldn't. Great keep in, but it deflects off the skate of Comboy. Up for Ferguson. He'll play it back.
There's the dangerous Dylan Marchand.
Dylan Marchand, a lot of speed he has. He's coming in. Dylan Marchand lets one rip and a save, Russo.
Yeah, good release to this guy. He just likes to get to his spot. He knows where his hot spots are. He'll just do whatever it takes, get in there with speed.
Marchand again behind the net. Pass is right there, the puck I meant. And Russo makes a big save. Pass goes all the way across. Final 10 on the power play. Gunning on the puck. Great block by Shen, but he's back on the puck. One-timer, that one went off the side of the cage. The Red Foxes able to clear the penalty, and now they come the other way. It's Christian Martirano. Pass across. Conboy couldn't tee up a shot.
Oh, yeah, just couldn't corral that puck off of the saucer pass.
A huge hit. Martirano trying to tee up a shot. He couldn't.
Yeah, unable to control that one. Then you kind of had a guy barreling down on you, looking to lay the body.
Conboy finishes the check, and now there's going to be whistles. I wonder if they're both going to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. I couldn't really make out what the Merrimack player did, but it looks like they're both going to go.
Merrimack really getting physical, finishing their checks all around, trying to get something to get themselves back in the game.
Yeah, as Owen Gunning and Matthew Conboy head to the box.
So we'll have some 4-on-4. No, it's going to be 5-on-5 right now.
It's going to be 5-on-5s. They're just going to call those incidental penalties.
Well, it's 5-on-4 right now. Marist has 5, and Merrimack has 4, but now Christian Martirano will get off. That's why I was a little confused
So
there, Tommy.
someone was incorrect, and it was the Red Foxes, as it is going to be 4-on-4 for the next two. Last time we saw 4-on-4 in this game, not really much happened. Puck was kind of stayed to the outside.
Keogh a shot, takes a deflection and scores!
His shot from the point. That's the second goal from the point that Marist has scored, as Kehoe does not his first of the season. 8th of his career as Declan Bain there. He got up in front and he was able to screen that one, and Kehoe just let that one fire. You know, they always say pucks on net, pucks on net. That's what Marist has been doing. They've been not afraid to shoot the puck on 22 shots already through this game.
The Red Foxes are rolling so far in this game. Now it's Merrimack coming the other way. Out wide was Andriolo, centering pass now behind the net.
You know, for the Red Foxes, now is just not the time where you get complacent.
Game away and a shot at the post. Anthony Andriolo nearly got one to go. Pass across. Andriolo with a sharp angle shot. That one goes wide.
Yeah, Merrimack now really turning it up and putting the gas on, especially now down 3-0. They're not going to want to be down 3 for long.
Marist trying to control. They get it up. Declan Bain and Mercagliano. Now it's Declan Bain. He'll let one go and a shot and a save. Weber. Bain right back on the puck. Now that sends Declan Walsh the other way. Declan Walsh with a shot, never made it through. Great block by Kehoe, and he'll flip it up, but not out. Now the Red Foxes get it out, but too far for Declan Bain. Warriors now the other way. Into the corner. Lampisona still on the puck, takes a huge hit up high, and Declan Bain's gonna get called for a penalty.
Yes, he's still kind of laboring to get up, kind of focusing a little bit on his head there, just not ready to get up yet.
Yeah, he got hit right in the chops by Declan Bain. He's still struggling. He finally gets to his
back up
feet.
now, yeah, it just might have just gotten the wind knocked out of him there. Unfortunate.
Elbowing will be the call against Bain, so now it's going to be 4-on-3.
Yep, Marist again, their power play, or their penalty kill is 10 for 14 at home now over the last 3 games. So they're just going to continue to build on that. They've been able to keep pressure to the outside and kind of force Merrimack's power play to become stagnant. But right now, it's only going to be 4 Marist penalty killers for a little bit. This is really where Merrimack's going to lean on the Marchand brothers and Ferguson.
Russo forced to cover, so we'll get another face-off. As the puck kind of just trickled towards him.
So you see, they got all their top scorers out there right now. It's going to be kind of not really caring who is who and where they are, just making sure you kind of have a guy on them at all times and not leaving up too many vulnerable opportunities, as it's going to become a 5-on-4 in just 22 seconds.
Warriors got the puck, trying to send it in, and they do. Logan Marchand with a shot. That one just goes wide of Russo, and it clears the zone. Andriolo back on the puck. Andrew Ferguson takes a huge hit by Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor's now got to get back defensively. Great poke check. Now we're on 5-on-4. D'Argento gets back.
Yeah,
Marist can go the other way, but he flips it up.
Just fresh off of the bench there from Jake D'Argento, immediately getting in the play and causing a disruption and allowing the clear.
Ryan Wicker on the puck. Clears it up. Coming the other way now, Dylan Marchand lets one go. Took a deflection and went wide of Russo. Ferguson lost it. D'Argento flips it up and out. Weber controls.
Yeah, Merrimack recognizing that they're on a power play here. They don't have to immediately rush it. They're going to be able to enter the zone. They still have a lot of time left to get something going here.
Dylan Marchand lost the puck. Great play by Johnny Martirano. D'Argento trying to help him, but it's the Warriors with the puck. Pass across, one-timer, and they score! Andrew Ferguson, a power play goal, and the Warriors are on the board.
Yeah, I mean, that was just bound to happen. These guys have not been held off of the score sheet at all this season long between the three of them. So it was bound for one of them to record a point. So it's just unfortunate for Marist as it breaks Russo's shutout. But Marist is going to have to continue it back. You're still up 2. Marist just can't get down on themselves for letting up 1. It's a power play goal. There's not much you can do. Just turn it around on a strong Merrimack team. They've been in control all game. Just have to build on that and forget.
Fragoso lost the puck. Warriors trying to build momentum late in the second period. Gets to the stick of Stevens. Red Foxes keep it in. Wong looking to get to the puck first. Takes it away. Centering pass for Martirano. The rebound was there too, and he couldn't get a stick on it. That was Fragoso. And now Baldwin coming the other way. Fragoso gets back, but then got it taken away again. Centering pass with a shot and a big save. Russo, the rebound never got through. The puck is loose. The Red Foxes can't get it out.
Yeah, that save was big there. You can kind of just already hear it. Already just had such a different sound on that one.
Fragoso drops it back. Johnny Martirano, long-range shot blocked in front. So now it's Cormier the other way. Cormier couldn't get by Richie Williams. A shot and a save by Russo, and he gives a little push.
Anthony Russo, he's not afraid to kind of push out and defend himself.
Now both sides will get off for a line change.
Some spectators calling for a bench penalty or a penalty on Russo, but the rest are just going to let it slide.
Red Foxes win the draw. Couldn't get it out to the stick of Lampinosa. He lost it, and the Red Foxes again trying the clearing attempt. It didn't work. Kehoe finally able to get it out. That sends Bruno the other way. Sean Bruno trying to get to Declan Bain. That hopped over his stick. Bruno's got it. Kehoe trying to get a shot that was blocked in front. Warriors come away with the puck. Dominic Lampinosa lost it. Red Foxes nobody can control. Sends it back in off the stick of Russo. Hits high off the glass. Lampinosa will send it down. Declan Walsh back for Lampinosa. The shot off the stick of Russo. It was played with a high stick, and that's going to draw the whistle.
I mean, the faceoff's going to be moved outside now. Merrimack with a little bit of some disagreement, but not going to change the ref's mind.
Gets to the stick of David Strong. David Strong with a shot. That one whistles wide, or whistles high from Russo, and a long-range shot that goes in. Russo didn't see it at all, and it's a one-goal game.
that's just unfortunate for Marist, as right there it's going to be Bobby Nigro, who's going to pick up his first of the season and his first of his career there, playing in only 4 games this season. Marist just right now, they've just let up 2 goals relatively quickly here, late in the second. Just kind of got to build on it, just even keep it even for the next 4, even try to pot one, create some offensive pressure, and just go into the locker room and reset.
Yeah, things kind of unraveling here for the Foxes. Sacco gets up for Martirano. Christian sends one all the way down. Christian Martirano trying to get a shot, a centering pass for D'Argento, and it missed his stick. Great opportunity to answer right back for the Red Foxes. Wooster in, lost the puck. Marist gets it out, and D'Argento's back on the puck. Merrimack looking to break out the other way. Christian Martirano takes a hit. D'Argento's on the puck. Now the Warriors look to control own gunning. Christian Martirano will send it, will flip it back in. Wooster the other way, long range shot, blocker save by Russo, and Declan Bain comes the other way. Declan Bain out wide with a shot and deflected high and out of play.
With 3:31 left, Marist kind of hasn't gotten a shot in a little bit now, allowing Merrimack to climb back in the shot total. It's now almost tied at 23-22 in Marist's favor.
Merrimack controls. They get it out to stick of Stevens, and he'll send it right back in. Under 3.5 to go in the second period. Dylan Marchand sends it up. He's got his brother Logan, who lost the puck. Mercogliano trying to go the other way with it. A play that should have been offsides wasn't called. And Declan Bain, good job to take it out. Now Declan Bain on the puck, takes a huge hit. Mercogliano just kind of lofts one on the net, and Weber makes a save. Now it's the Warriors coming the other way. Good move, couldn't get a shot away though. Centering pass, one-timer, didn't get it all. Declan Bain takes another big hit. Red Foxes trying to get it out. Now the Warriors coming right back in. A slap shot and a save, Russo. What a shot. Dylan Bedard really let that one rip, and he's back on the puck again.
Yeah, he's been on the puck all game long. Really strong defenseman for Merrimack.
Pass across through the stick of Comboy. Able to force the turnover. Here's Martirano. Martirano shot and a save by Weber. Centering pass off the side of the net looking for Bruno. And the Red Foxes could not convert. Long shot, that one goes wide. Logan Marchand on the puck behind the net. Centering pass. Great defensive play by Richie Williams. Things getting physical now, and the Red Foxes come the other way. Great defensive play. Now looking for offense. Cormier is in, and there was a whistle. Was he offsides?
Looks like they're going to be calling offsides. Yes, it will. Face-off now going to be outside of the neutral zone. Bears picking up some good chances right now. I really like the way they kind of turn it around after letting up that second goal. They're still up 3 here. The body language kind of less than ideal. They're kind of looking like they're beating down on themselves and they're losing, but they just need to remember they're still up 3-2. They've been controlling the game. It's just kind of been a recent pace. Can't really let the last 5 minutes dictate the last overall 40 of this game, which has been majority in Marist's favor.
Warriors control up the draw. They'll send it in with 1.5 minutes to go in the period. Kehoe, that one bounced over his stick. Baldwin now fighting with him in the corner. And now to stick of Bruno. He'll flip it up. Martirano's trying to get there. He couldn't. Puck stayed in the zone for the Red Foxes. They're on the puck. Long range shot by Stevens. That one goes wide. Richie Williams for Kehoe. Now Bruno sends the puck up. Under a minute to go. Zachary Taylor controls it. Centering pass, one-timer! Bruno, it missed the net.
Yeah, I think that was kind of one of those like one-timer pass.
One-time pass, yeah.
Yeah. Trying to get one on net and just for a quick rebound for Johnny there, unable to capitalize. But those are the type of chances Bears need to continuously be building with 40 seconds left in this second frame.
Now the Warriors coming the other way. Aiden Baldwin will give it up for DeAngelis. Players go colliding into the boards. Merrimack keeps it in. But Bruno gets it back out looking for Taylor. That one never got to him. Confusion on the defensive side. That gives an opportunity for Merrimack and a big save, Russo!
Yeah, Russo's done a good job at just forgetting about the 2 goals he let in. He's been still standing very strong, still over a 900 save percentage this game. I liked his performance throughout the night.
Red Foxes were looking for a late push, but they couldn't get it, and that'll end the second period. It's 3-2 Marist. Third period should be a good one.
Yeah, Marist just needs to build on that first period. They kind of came out really hot in the second, scoring 2 goals there, but kind of faltered a little bit in the third. They're just going to turn around, regroup, and just look in the mirror and just remember their team identity of playing physical, good hockey.
Third period action underway. Delayed here. It's a 1-goal Marist lead, set to be a great final period of the first half of the season, Tommy, and of the 2025 year.
Yeah, the at-home series here, Marist kind of been really strong at home on a 2-game win streak. All of their wins have came at home. They have a total record of 3-6 at home. On the road, haven't been able to come away with a victory. Hopefully they can finish this game out strong. Kind of broke apart a little bit.
Centering pass for Taylor. That was a big save, Weber, early on in the period.
Kind of broke down a little bit near the later half of that second, but then they started to get their juice back with 3 minutes left. Right now, they've controlled the first 30 seconds, so if they can just continue this, they can come away with a win.
Bouncing puck handled by Weber. We'll get a full line change for both sides.
Declan Bang, Wong, and Mercagliano are back out there. That's as long with Braden Kehoe. This has been a very offensive line tonight, generating 2 goals.
Wong will come away with the puck to the point. Kehoe, what a shot and a save. The rebound and another save behind the net now. Mercagliano. Bain sends it back up. Braden Kehoe over the stick of Bain, but to Mercagliano. Fight for it along the boards.
Yeah, shots from the point for Marist have kind of been critical. All of their goals tonight have came from a shot from the point, except that Bain goal.
Marist not able to control it. Wooster coming the other way. Good move. Wooster into the corner. Mercagliano trying to flip it out. He couldn't. His stick was tied up. Merrimack will send it back down low to the corner now. Long range shot, took a deflection, and Russo made the save.
Good job on Russo to kind of see through the screens there and able to get his pad out, or his blocker out for that save.
David Strong lost the puck. Marist able to get it out. And Williams now on the puck. Kehoe will flip it up. Fragoso, that's going to be called for a hand pass. But Merrimack played it first. That was a really nifty pass by Fragoso, even though it wasn't legal.
Yeah, no, if that was legal, that would have been very interesting to see.
Easy save for Russo off the shot, or off the stick of Matthew DeAngelis.
Again, right now, Marist just needs to get a little vocal. Gary Mendia has been vocal on the bench all game long, but the whole entire team's kind of just got to get talking. They've been looking like they're in good spirits right now coming out of this third.
Merrimack controls. One-timer off the side of the net from Campagna. Woodhead trying to clear it out. Marist wanted to play with a high stick. They wanted that call. One-timer from the point to save Russo. Merrimack still on the puck. Centering pass. Another shot and a save. Russo again. Getting aggressive now. Warriors on the puck. Shot and it goes wide of Russo again. Something flew onto the ice. It was the blade of a stick.
Yeah, one of the Warriors skaters, their stick broke not too long ago. He just had to go get it off. Pick that one up as it caused a little bit of disruption there in that corner battle.
Warriors coming the other way. Bryce Bedard. Still on the puck. Centering pass to nobody. Back to the point now. Trying to tee up a shot. That was Nigro. And now they're going to get played for offsides.
That was a little 20 on 20 action there as Convoy went to contest the shot up high.
Wicker on the puck. He'll get it to Convoy. But Merrimack's been all over the puck early. A long shot from Nigro again, and that goes out of play.
Yeah, Nigro, he's feeling it right now. Already has a goal in this game from that long shot from the blue line that found its way in the back of the net. Right now, he's just hoping to continue his play. He got his first career goal tonight.
Merrimack looking to control off the face-off. Wong takes it away. He'll give it for Convoy, but a little too far. Shen trying to send it back in. Warriors flip it out. Into the skates of Walsh. Warriors really trying to send it in. They got the puck and a shot, and it goes wide. The rebound bounces right there. And it was a big save by Russo.
Yeah, Lampasano thought that one went in. He put his hands up preemptively, but Russo, they were able to stand big and make the save there, extending his leg.
Players collide, coming the other way. That was Declan Walsh, but he lost the puck. Shot, long range. That one goes wide to Russo. Red Foxes really need to regroup themselves here. It's been all Merrimack to start this third. Wong with a shot, and he scores! How about that for regrouping? The Red Foxes have a 4-2 lead.
His second goal of the night. That was poetry in motion. I think you could call that a letter to Jack Frost. What a goal there by Jonathan Wong.
You see it all the time where a team has endless opportunities on one end and then one play going to the other side and the other team finishes. Luckily, it was the Red Foxes, and they have it back to a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, that's just Marist right there, taking an opportunity when they had it, just able to immediately turn the pace the other way, catch Merrimack off guard when they thought they had all the offensive pressure, but just like that, it can turn the other way. Now Marist up 4-2.
Opportunity there for Merrimack. That shot never made it through. Keogh on the puck, trying to flip it out, couldn't. Kehoe sends the puck up from Martirano. Bruno's in front, tried to get it to him, and it was off the skate of Neil Corrigan. Martirano able to keep it in for the moment, but Merrimack's on the puck. Breakout pass off of the stick of Ferguson. Icing's waved off because it hit his stick. Richie Williams can control. Ferguson plays it behind. Andriolo. Great play by Taylor to gain possession of the puck, but he didn't get it very far, as now he's pinned into the boards. Martirano there to help him. And they're going to blow it dead.
He's going to blow it dead because he just didn't see the puck really coming out of there, just too congested in the corner. So it's going to be a face-off now to the right of Russo. As Marist is going to go for a full line change, and Merrimack's going to keep their skaters out there.
Bain controls, got lost in the skates of the referee.
And again, this line back out there, they've generated 3 goals, 2 of them from Wong. He's on a hat trick watch.
Mercogliano couldn't get it out. Pinned to the boards by Corrigan, another whistle.
Coming into this game, Jonathan Wong had no goals on the season, and now exiting it, he's going to have at least 2. Hopefully he can pot that third one. We've had a couple of Red Fox skaters all year long, especially at home, be itching to get 1 goal or to get an extra one for the hat trick. Haven't been able to see it as, of course, at McCann Ice Arena, the scoreboard turned off. Hasn't had that happen all year long, actually, but 2 years ago, it was a problem.
Well, Matt Sacco on the puck. He'll get it over for Woodhead. Woodhead flips it up. Too far for Wong. Sacco back on it. Good pressure by the Red Foxes. Now it's Declan Bain trying to flip it in. Great defensive play by Justin Cormier, but Mercogliano comes the other way. Declan Bain trying to get a stick on it. He couldn't.
Yeah, in the zone entry there, really good job by Merrimack to really tighten up and just not allow anything. Declan Bain tried 3 different times to dump that puck in and enter the zone, and they just kept saying no.
Trying to look for David Strong on the Merrimack side, but Sacco comes away with it. Woodhead flips it up. Merrimack right back on the puck. Caleb Wooster with a shot. That goes higher. Russo bounces right next to him. Puck is loose. Sacco trying to clear again. He gets it to Bain, and Bain will send it the rest of the way. Wooster got it up. Not past Ryan Wicker. Confusion there for the Red Foxes. Warriors come away with it. Long shot, steered aside by Russo. Marty trying to get it up. A shot Went wide of Russo. Now to the stick of Bryce Bedard. Was not able to keep it in. And it's be offsides.
Face off now right in front of the Marist bench with 12:32 left in the third here. Marist kind of, you can kind of go two different ways with the rest of this game. You can kind of either continue the offensive pressure, or you can kind of just do the typical dump and chase game. You just get it to the red line, you fire it on in, get a quick change, keep fresh legs out there, as again the scoreboard is off at the McCann Ice Arena.
Baldwin will send it in. Shen trying to get it back out. They couldn't. Centering pass, great play by Shen. Warriors able to keep it in. D'Argento trying to get it out. Now with some help. James Stevens on the puck. A stick goes flying. And there's going to be a penalty against Merrimack.
And they're going to, no one is happy from the Merrimack side of things, as Bobby gives him a little pat on the back. It's going to be Aiden Baldwin heading to the bench for interference.
Things getting really chippy, as we said, this entire game, but expected to be
the
double or triple that amount in this third period.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, the third period is really where everything starts to boil over, because it gets to the end. You got to get a feel of how the game's going to finish on out, if it's a tight one or if it's a kind of getting out of your hand. Merrimack can just kind of punish the other team by taking some stupid penalties. Merrimack also averages 13.2 penalty minutes a game. So it's not too surprised that they've took a lot of early penalties. They didn't take any in the second, except a couple offsetting ones. But now in the third, they have taken one.
Moderano up for Richie Williams. Richie Williams lets one go, and a shot never made it through. The rebound is sitting there, and the Warriors able to clear.
Russo there, quick to play it all year long, and all his career long, he's always loved to play the puck. He's a very active goaltender.
Taylor across for Richie Williams. Moderano will send it in. Players collide. He's injured on the ice. A shot from Stevens and blocked in front.
Yeah, that hit Taylor off of the back there. Good thing he had some padding.
Bruno, a shot that goes wide. The rebound, another shot. He couldn't get it. He couldn't tee it up. That was Stevens. Taylor able to keep it in. He was tripped up. No penalty there. Bruno sends it back down. Not far enough, and the Warriors are finally able to clear.
Now they're going to go get a change. The ref are kind of getting it from looks like the Merrimack injured players. They travel down here.
Richie Williams out wide. Sends a backhand shot that took an odd deflection off of Weber's pads. Now it's Kehoe. He'll send it in.
Yep, Marist now getting the rest of that second power play unit out there as Comboy and Christian get off, or Johnny gets off for Christian to get on.
Logan Marchand on the penalty kill, flip it in. Shen on the puck. They'll stick behind the net for a second, and now they'll go. Up for Kehoe. Kehoe coming in, and they're called for offsides.
Yeah, Wong there kind of did take a little bit of an extra step in. Thought he had his foot out there, but he didn't. Wong and Kehoe talking it over. Looking to just reset with 18 left on this power play. 10-20 left in the third, leading by 2.
Wong off the face-off. Warriors get it out. Comboy on the puck. Still on it with speed. Right in the zone. Centering pass looking for Christian Moderano. That never got to him. Warriors send it all the way down, and that'll do it for the power play. Christian. Nearly a bad turnover. Here's Wong. Wong trying to look for Comboy, blocked in front. And now that sends the Warriors the other way. Aiden Baldwin.
Fresh out of the box, looking to make up for his mistake and create some offense.
Red Foxes looking to get it out. Matt Sacco. Dispossessed, and the Warriors are on it. Neil Corrigan lost it. Wong will play it out, looking for Christian Moderano. He couldn't get it to him either. Matt Sacco. That puck goes all the way down. Icing's waved off with 9 minutes to go in the final period in McCann Ice Arena.
Yep, now this is really where the top guns for Merrimack are going to start stepping it up. They're going to be taking double shifts and doing whatever it takes to score.
Bryce Bedard, a good move and a nifty shot that didn't go.
It almost looked like a Connor Bedard goal, but it didn't go in, and there's no relation.
As they also have 2 Martians on this team. Here's Declan Bain, puts the brakes on, couldn't tee up a shot, gets taken down.
Yeah, he just couldn't get that one off and not quick enough there. He got congested up in the slot there. Would have been a perfect opportunity.
Fragoso tried the backhand pass looking for Bain. Warriors come away with the puck. Good pressure by the Red Foxes. James Stevens, pass across. Shen with a shot, a fluttering shot and a big save, and the whistle was blown.
But the puck was loose there. 8:16 left.
Taylor on the draw for the Red Foxes. He gets the win. Stevens will flutter one on. That one goes wide. Rebound is there, but the Warriors come away with it. David Strong takes a hit. He'll send it in. Mingwen Shen the first there. Johnny Martirano. They were able to get it out. Merrimack coming the other way. Shot and a big save by Russo. Off the stick of Caleb Wooster. Now that's going to send Bruno the other way. Sean Bruno, good move. Lost the puck. Johnny Martirano's on it. But it's the Merrimack coming the other way. Sharp angle shot. That one whistles wide. Zachary Taylor takes a big hit right in front of his dad.
Yeah, but he just got right back up there.
Justin Cormier coming in, splitting the defense. A backhand shot and a save by Russo.
Yeah, Russo standing really tall in this game, only letting up 2 goals on 33 shots. He also played really well in that Westfield State win. He's been really coming into his own here as the season has continued.
Argento out there for the Foxes, Ferguson there for the Warriors, and the Warriors win the draw. 2 players go down in front of Russo. Comboy able to come away with it. Still on the puck. Convoy will flutter one across. A long-range shot off the pad of Weber. I don't think he saw where that was, but now.
Now it's going to be delayed penalty for Marist.
A big power play here.
Going to be a slashing call on Jake D'Argento there. Now
a lot going on right now.
Yeah, both 8s there shared some words with each other. D'Argento trying to plead his case, but it's going to be fruitless as the ref is the judge, jury, and the decision maker. Up next for Marist after this game, they go to face on Montclair, who they've already seen a big 8-4 victory against away in New Jersey, and then they're going to travel to Roger Williams University on the 5th and the 6th, and that will do it for their half of the semester.
Takes the one-timer, pass across, long-range shot, that goes wide to Russo. Big penalty kill for the Red Foxes, another slap pass.
Yeah, they're also out big penalty killer. Jake D'Argento is really good on the PK. It's going to be interesting to see how they reset without him.
The shot, the rebound is there, and Russo kept it out. Warriors still on the puck. One-timer and a bucker save, Russo.
Right there, multiple bodies up in front. Russo able to just change for his head level.
Another shot. That one never made it through. Can the Red Foxes get it out? Declan Bain is a tired body out there. He couldn't get it out. Pass across. A shot deflected and goes wide.
I think that one there might have touched a piece of Russo's glove there.
Bryce Bedard really letting him rip right now. Tried the centering pass. All the way across for Baldwin. Another pass across. One-timer and a save, Russo.
Yeah, Russo really getting out there. He's one of those goaltenders that really likes to leave his crease a little bit just to really take away the shooter's angles there, and it worked that time. They come away with that cross-crease save with 1:03 left.
Bryce Bedard really letting the one-timers rip.
Yeah, this whole entire team's been letting the one-timers rip. Their second goal was off of the one-timer. Clock down again.
Got a whistle. Could do it again.
And all season long, the clock had no issues until now.
We had
It's
a good
starting to
streak.
become one.
We had a great streak.
Yeah, I mean, freshman year, that was unbelievable.
Red Foxes able to get it out. Clock is not running.
No, but they keep an internal clock on one of the manager's iPads, so game's still able to continue. So they're clear there, and now puts the penalty to 42 seconds left.
Warriors come away with the puck. Owen Gunning on it.
Fans yelling for the clock to be started when that's all being managed already internally.
Mingwen Shen up to the point. Marchand will give it across. Corrigan will get the puck back. Corrigan with a shot blocked by Zachary Taylor. Another shot that was blocked and goes wide. Two big blocks by the Red Foxes.
Jake D'Argento out of the box in 5 seconds here. And he's out now. Back to even strength here for the Red Foxes. A little bit of confusion with the clock being off and not running, but looks like there's no issues.
Kehoe gets it out. Touch pass for Bain. Declan Bain, nifty move. Mercogliano's on the puck. Behind the net. He'll get it to the point. Williams, a one-timer, blocker save. Weber. Bain trying to get on the rebound, he couldn't. Kehoe's on the puck.
Yeah, I like it from Richie here. He's playing a little bit back, knowing you have the 2-goal lead here, making sure you don't really allow any of those late trailers to get behind you and cause an issue and kind of cut this down to a 1-goal lead late with 3:50 left in the third.
Christian Martirano takes a hit. And the Warriors are finally able to clear. Trying to get it up. They do. It finds the stick of Ferguson. But Marist able to get it back out. Declan Bain with a shot and a save by Weber.
That's just a good shot right there. The defensemen there doing a good job taking away the passing opportunity. The ice is really slippery tonight with multiple people taking tumbles.
Warriors come out away with it. Justin Cormier out wide. Cormier centering pass, and the Red Foxes get there first. Cormier back on the puck. Long range shot save Russo. The rebound, a blocker save Russo again.
They're able to get the clock reset now with 2:50 left in the second. Russo making 34 saves tonight so far.
Coming in with a shot, deflected, and Russo makes another. Make that
I was
35.
about to say, make that 35 now. Really strong start from him so far. 2:40 left in the third.
We're going to get a timeout here by Merrimack.
Merrimack timeout. They're going to talk it over. Maybe even pull Weber here for the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It's kind of this time for Marist now. They've got to buckle down, doing a really good job at when the play gets close to the net to collapse. Russo and Shen right now just having a little bit of a chat at their own net. Lobo talking it on over, just letting everyone know what to do, where to be, what places to go to. More than likely just talking about if you get it on your stick, just take a couple strides if you have the space and just get it on out, either high off the glass and icing. You guys can just take a couple seconds to rest. And if you have a chance to get to the red line, just throw it on deep unless you have an opportunity.
Yeah, Marist really going to have to dig deep for this one. They're up 2 goals, but again, Merrimack is just such a powerful team.
Yeah.
And this would be a big win if the Red Foxes could come away with this
They
one.
are. They're playing a strong conference, too, with Boston College, BU. It's really strong conference they play in. Right now, they're probably just chatting over, try to get shots to the point. That's kind of what was working well. Also, the one power play goal off for the one-timer. Try to get some east to west movement, get the team disrupted, just create some chaos, and allow an opportunity for them to possess itself.
Face off to the left of Russo. 2:41 left in the 3rd period. Marist up 4-2. Marist able to win the draw. Shen trying to get it out. They do. Labonia trying to come the other way. And he's going to draw the penalty. Not a smart play by Bobby Labonia.
He's going to be able to touch it up right away, and he's just going to head right to the box. He's not too sure of what penalty he's getting called for, but the ref giving it to him, telling him to get in. He's just going to go in for roughing.
Well, now they're really going to have to dig deep to come away with this one.
Yeah, but now the one benefit is now if they get the puck, like I was saying earlier, if you have some space, rip it on out and take an icing. But now they can rip it with no icing really in the back of their mind.
And the Warrior net is empty. They did pull Logan Weber.
Yeah, you can just fire away at will here now.
Shen will send it the other way. Warriors keep it in. They'll send it right back the other way. Caleb Wooster first on the puck.
Playing a little bit of a game of pong.
Zachary Taylor on the puck, and he's able to clear.
Right now, again, that combination of Bruno and Taylor early in the season, Coach Lobianco said he likes to find those pairings that work well, and that's one of them. They do excel on all ends of the ice in all forms of playing.
Ferguson centering pass. That one got through everybody. To the point. With a shot and a save, Russo off the stick of Justin Cormier.
Yeah,
1:50 to go in the period.
Able to just get his body in front of that one, making his 36th save of the night. What a start from him. Hoping they can close this one out as they lead 2 with 1:50 left.
Warriors control. To stick of Marchand. Lets one go, and a big block by Taylor. Behind the net. Centering pass. Taylor able to clear to the empty net, and it goes! Zachary Taylor.
The long bomb there from Taylor. Like I was saying earlier, they can just fire at will when they want. That is Zach Taylor's 6th goal of the season to bring his point total up to 8 on the year. His dad is loving it.
That could be the dagger as Marist looking for a statement win here at home.
Yeah, that might be the heartbreaker here, but Merrimack's still going to try to just continue it now. They're on the power play.
Shot flutters wide of Russo. Right there on the rebound, another save, Russo.
And that was Marist's first, it was an empty netter, but it was their first short-handed goal of the season, credited to Zach Taylor.
Big hit, Sean Mercagliano, and they're going to go after it right here.
Yeah, it's a little 3v1 here as he's
My
going to try to
goodness.
take them all on.
Look at this. They were letting Mercagliano have it.
Yeah, as that was freshman Aiden Baldwin who was throwing some haymakers there. It didn't really seem like Mercagliano was too phased. So he's giving some reactions to the bench.
He's gonna go right off as well.
Oh, we got another
fight.
fight breaking out here with James Stevens.
James Stevens letting him go. Against Owen Gunning. Ref's gonna try to get it in between, and Stevens takes him down.
This game is turning into a full-blown Donnybrook right now.
My goodness, all hell just broke loose.
Yeah, Stevens able to handle that one well as he's coming off. He's pumped. Yeah, this all resulted from that little bit of a high hit as they were calling it.
So now everyone's got to pick up the yard sale.
Yeah, this one might be a long delay here as they're going to try to discuss what it is, as Coach Lobianco is not too happy about something.
Do you think with Red Foxes up by 3 and only 1:14 to go, you think they'll call it here? We've seen it before.
We have. Who knows? Because it could just get to a point where it's safety of player to where if another hit happens, it's just going to be a continuously fight.
Lobo is yelling. It looks like at the Warrior bench.
Yeah, I don't think he's happy about that little play there by them. They're ushering away all of the Warriors here as the refs are going to come into a little bit of a close circle here. Now both of the refs are calling each other. This game, we said it earlier, could get out of hand in the third, and now it has. As Lobianco not afraid to let his voice be loud. You know, I think fighting is a staple here at the McCann Ice Arena. It feels like almost every single game there is some fighting, always some entertainment. You pay for some hockey, and then a fight will break out as always.
Did Lobo just get thrown out? I think he might have.
No, he's calling someone soft. He's just not happy about how the way that progressed and that fight just came out of nowhere.
I've never seen him like this. We've seen him mad, but not at this level.
No, he's incredibly vocal. I wasn't able to see how the Stevens fight broke out, but I did see how the Mocagliano one happened. It was kind of a little bit of a high hit the ref was looking at, and then just 3 players immediately started jumping on him. This is now Anthony Russo, a pair of the goalies, just having a little bit of a chat. They could be less involved in this.
Everybody's still talking it over. We have no idea what's going to come out of this one.
Long discussion here.
Everyone's still trying to sort it out here.
Yeah, it's been a long break here. Bain and Bedard just sitting at center ice, having a little bit of a chat. Bobby's Livonia is still just in the penalty box. I'm sure he's wishing he could just get out of there.
Got a couple players from Merrimack just shooting the puck on their own net, warming up still.
Yeah, it's getting some practice in. Looks like it's James Stevens is going to get a 5-minute major.
Well,
it's going to be interesting to look at the scorecard after this one and see what the final verdict was.
Yeah, everyone's penalty minutes about to skyrocket.
Yeah, I mean, last year the Marist Red Foxes were up there across all of the ACHA for penalty minutes.
Well, anything could happen here with Warriors down by 3, probably knowing they can't come back. But maybe, I don't know, do you think they're going to get like in another physical fight again?
Who knows? It really just kind of depends on the refs now, because they could immediately just stop it and get on in there and then call the game. And they might even say no handshake line.
I always look forward to the handshake line after the end of the games because all these games that Marist plays, they're always so chippy.
Yeah, but then, sometimes some players are just able to immediately, once that final whistle is blown, just to call it dead. Lobo is not happy with the final call here.
Back in play, Lobo still really giving it to the ref.
He's ripping him. He's not afraid to rip it to these refs.
To the empty net it goes, and it goes just wide. Off the stick of Richie Williams.
Richie Williams let off a little bit of an expletive after that one.
Final minute of the game. Zachary Taylor will send it down.
Trying to get his second.
Where's Wong? Is Wong out on the ice? Could he finish his hat trick?
No, it's a 6-on-3 right now for Marist. You still got to remember, you got a game to finish.
Out wide, a wraparound shot. That one goes to the corner. 35 to go in the game. Merrimack pushing the gas pedal, a shot, and a save Russo, but they couldn't get it out. Marchand across, the shot missed way wide.
Bobby Labonia now back out of the box, a 4-on-6 now, able to stick that.
The shot saved, the rebound. Russo makes the save. The puck is loose behind the net. Looked like he was trying to go for a Michigan.
Yeah.
We got a whistle.
Yeah, it looked like that was a Michigan attempt there. Couldn't control it now with 12 seconds left. The play is going to be blown dead as the net, of course, came off again. Russo making his 40th save of the night there in that little flurry. What strong back-to-back performances from Russo here tonight.
This is big for him. A shot, never really got one through. Russo forces it aside. The final 5 seconds, and the Red Foxes are going to come away with a big win against Merrimack.
Yeah, really big win from Marist. Started out really strong, and they let those 2 goals were able to just rally back and continue their strong play that moves their record now to 4-13-1 and 3-3 over the last 6 and 3 wins at home in a row. That's going to do it here from the McCann Ice Arena for this semester. Thank you all for tuning in. We will see you next time.